Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Endzone 2. Last time we did a load of trade route sorting and we get a load of transport routes set up now, apart from two that are transporting goods from Last Resort to DC and Wildlands to DC. Sorry, Last Refuge, not Last Resort. Now, there are some achievements that we are still hunting for before we can finish this one off. One of them has unlocked or will unlock in a moment because Old Tilbury has some stuff for us, including weapons, which is what we actually need to buy from her. So I'm just going to load up a vehicle here. I don't know if the weed is going to be a good idea here because she sells it herself, so that might not work for us. Let's actually sell her something else then. So we'll destroy that. I think we should sell her something like iron tools. That'll be a guaranteed winner for us, really. So let's do that. And we'll head on over to her, and this will unlock our first achievement of the day. The other one that we're going to pick up quite easily is going to involve building some more wells. We need to have 10, so we are just going to do that now. We've got an upgraded well that we can put in here, and we'll put one probably here, just on the outskirts of this town. Or we'll put one right there in the middle of Diamond City. That'll do, so that's one. And Mike is on his way. Now, usually I would just ignore this, but there is an achievement that I've yet to get that I should have got by now because I have killed so many raiders and it hasn't yet popped. And I need to apparently, having looked it up, destroy 50 raiders in, I don't know, because this should have popped by now. I have destroyed so many raiders and we still don't have it, so I don't know if it's bugged or what, but we will head on nonetheless. I mean, he's gone. It was relatively easy, but we'll grab the weapons anyway because we're going to be able to start arming various structures in the Wasteland, which will be very useful. We'll bring everybody back. We kind of have this convoy that's just kind of roaming around, the swarm of bees, the buggies that are all fully equipped. But here we go, we can trade with T-Bar now. I'm going to buy the heavy cannon from her, and we're going to give her, there we go, we knew this would work. You don't need that many iron tools at all. There we go. Did that work? It should have. It has. Great. So that is another achievement. We'll come back with these iron tools and drop them off. And then you can see here we've got some difficult transport routes. So we don't have a connection to a power grid here. And we can do that. We've got all of the infrastructure in place for a power grid. But if I just open it up, you can see we haven't actually stretched very far at all with it because some of these things are still inactive. So let's get this hooked up. Now, this is obviously going to impact things quite significantly. We need to make sure that everything is connecting up here. So we'll just start by building these going all the way along. And all the way around. To get everything linked up. And this will also provide various efficiency boosts, but it will drain power quite a bit. Now that's all linked up, and then we can continue it on along here. And once these are built, we'll get efficiency boosts from all of this power, which will always be very useful. And then I think we need to go further on. Yeah, we do. Diamond City is huge. There's loads here. We've still got loads of farmland, which is good because it's going to help inform and help me decide what we do moving forward, because there is an achievement. I think it's linked with having 1,000 settlers. Now, I assumed originally that was part of, like, you know, the whole game, like as in every single zone contributes to that, but I might be wrong about that. It might well be that we actually need 1,001 settlement. So we're going to make Diamond City huge. We are going to expand it. We're going to get 1,000 settlers in there, and then hopefully that will pop the achievement. I don't know if it's because the game isn't finished and they haven't, you know, they're not continuing development, but for some reason it hasn't worked, which is a massive shame, but we can work that out soon enough. So we are building more wells. The other thing that did come up that I meant to mention at the very beginning of this episode. The trade route thing, that popped when I loaded the game, so we unlocked that achievement. So we now only have 5 left to get. No, 6 left to get. One of them will be when we finish these wells. So we've got one here, and I'm going to put another one in the iron wall. And actually, you'll also notice that they need a bit more power as well. So we'll just run that up to there. This is where the old, the previous iron mine was. Now that iron mine doesn't work, unfortunately, and because when we demolished it to change the settlement, it vanished. The node was just completely gone, which is a real shame. Now looking here, I don't have power to the upgraded decontaminator. It doesn't need power though, that's why. The decontaminators don't consume power, I don't think. It does say that it's supplied with electricity. It's probably because we don't have any decontamination kits here. We've got some damaged buildings in the form of this rain collector, but it is getting repaired right now, so that's very good. And I think that does that. That's great. Good. Now, over here, we are losing a lot of power. And I think if I go over to here, that's producing 1,000 per minute. But if we look at our energy networks here, we've got Diamond City, the Iron Wall. So it's looking like this is currently on transfer mode. So it's not accepting electricity. Now it is. But we don't have enough here. And again, that's accepting it. Right, okay. So interestingly, that's what we need. We need them to accept electricity. That's right. Good. Okay, so they're all accepting electricity now. This is going up, but the turnover is fluctuating quite a bit. And then over here, they're losing electricity as well. So what we need to do is work out, I think there's plenty of power here in Riverview. They're generating their own power. We actually need to finish off this network. So we'll add in another power cable, but I think that might then see us start to lose power. So they'll need something else put in place. We have the space. We can fit something in here. We should be able to anyway. Is this not being built? I mean, it has been. Oh, there's nothing connecting to it. Right, there we go. We can connect that up. Then once that's connected, we will see. Okay, so looking here, Riverview is still losing stuff. It's losing power now, 170 per minute. So we need 2 more wind turbines. And that should solve the issue. So I'll put one here. And another one next to it. We can place a biogas plant, but it is huge and it does need swampland. So that doesn't help us at all. But we'll put 2 wind turbines on here. And they just need transformers to be able to activate. Oh, we've got somebody's coming for us. Lizzie. And we'll just send our massive convoy, which is waiting over here. So they're going to head down to her. We do have to be careful because there will be somebody going there to trade, so they might get taken out. I can't imagine they would. I think they should be okay. Right, so the electricity is dropping massively in Diamond City. So we are going to put a solar power system in right here. Although that will get rid of quite a substantial amount of stuff there. So let's put... I mean... we can put it down here. That should work. Put it right there and then hook that all up. And then we'll stick a few more wind turbines in as well, just to expand this somewhat. Because they will also feed into the network. So having solar and wind will generate a load of power here. Once they're all hooked up, that power will then go back into the network as well. We do need to manage the power here a little bit more. Diamond City has run out of decontamination kits, which is a problem. considering they make up the bulk of our trade routes at the moment. Now, looking over here, we're just going to keep this in so it repairs. Not actually taking any shots at us. And then they'll resume their route. And it's just a case of pulling out any vehicles that get caught in the crossfire. We'll largely wipe them out very quickly. Okay, that's good. Right, so over here we can dump those tools. We brought them in before. And then, having a look, we now have everything hooked up here. These are being constructed. Just going to pull more away. Don't think anybody has died yet. And I think that's it. Lizzie has been destroyed. And again, this should all add up, but I don't see anything yet, unfortunately. Could be that we just haven't destroyed enough. It could well be that this only counts on one session, so you kind of have to do it all in one go. But it might be something that I need to play around with, maybe do off-cam, who knows. We're looting all of these wrecks anyway and getting plenty of armaments. And I think the rest, yes, that's from the sand mine. So we'll just pull everybody up to here. And those vehicles that are in need of repairing will be repaired. Perfect. And then we can move them all back where they need to be. And that will be up here on this side of Diamond City. Great, so over in Mifflin, we don't actually have power here yet. We don't have power to any of the Zone 3 settlements, so that's going to be something that we need to work on. Right now, Diamond City is fully powered, and it is also, hopefully, outputting back into the network. So the turnover there is 500. We're at minus 673 here. So I wonder if, because there's a relay station here, will this power output into the connector, because it's currently set to receive electricity. What if we ask Diamond City to send power out? So it's sending... Can we change this? Like that. And then we don't want the iron wall to transfer, we want it to receive. Don't know if that's going to do it. We'll just play around with that and see what happens. So they're now losing power. They are gaining power. So let's turn this one off. So the iron wall is now increasing. And this could be because I'm auto-saving, but who knows? I think this should work. If not, we have to just consider... Right, that's going up. Yeah, and that is coming down. Right, okay, so that doesn't work either. If we just put on... So if we have Diamond City transfer out... And we'll have them supplied at 10%, I guess, of their output. So that's now meaning Diamond City is sending power to the iron wall. Right? So it is now losing... The iron wall is gaining 58 power per minute. Diamond City is losing over 1,000 per minute. What if we just turn them both back on to receive? So we've got a drop there of 500 and a drop there of 600. These guys are losing a lot of power in Riverview as well, which they shouldn't be, because they are generating their own. Ah, wait, that's because I've hooked all of this up. So, Riverview is losing 170 power per minute. So if we have to... Oh yes, we're building 2 wind turbines there, so they just need the transformers. Great. So we can buy them now. Well, we can load them in now. We'll load up 10. And we'll head on over there. That'll solve the issues there. Then I think we just have to build some wind turbines. We are currently building 2 here. So I wonder if we just need to... When we go around here, hooking that up like that, and then there, will that work? Because these have both been built, but they're not actually being used. Could be because they aren't connected to the network. So we'll build that wind... there we go. Right, they are now up and running. Are they generating power? Yes. So we are now at a loss of 254, but it is night time. So that might change when it comes back to daylight and we get those power back, the wind turbines, the solar panels back up and running. We're going to drop those off. That means we can now build these 2. And they're going to need hooked up to the network so we can connect that. And that should solve Riverview's power issues. Then looking over here, we now have this working. And as you can see, the solar power is working again, so they will see a massive increase in the power that they've got. Perfect. Right, that takes that up to a gain of 800 per minute. But here, we are losing power quite dramatically. So we're going to build another solar-powered station here. Somewhere, anyway. Find some space for it. We could put it here, can't we? Right at the back there. So that goes in, and we just need 30 units of glass and 50 copper cables. And thankfully, we should have it here. So 30 lots of glass and 50 copper cables. And having this settlement of, you know, having our lovely settlement here of Diamond City has been a massive help. So what else do we need here? We've got a gain of power, which is great. We built 1 well, didn't we? Yes, we don't have a well keeper for it though, so that's now active. We can drop this stuff off. There we go. And then build the solar panel. And that actually should cover everything without us needing to do any wind turbines. So that's good, because what that will allow us to do is during the day, we'll build up a load of power. We could also have a battery, and that should allow us to store power as well. So we'll build that, and we need 30 lots of copper cable again. And that'll just protect the iron wall just in the event of, I don't know, any outages, damage to stuff, and then that'll be fine. Right, here come the Nihilists, and they are going to one of our settlements. Down south, I think it's Wildlands, so we'll bring something over here. And another buggy should be arriving now, hopefully. Or is it this one? I think this was the one. So what we'll do is we'll just bring a stack of copper cable with us. We'll head back over there. Our vehicles have all arrived. And actually, we've taken out one of them already. It was pretty quick. So in Wildlands, we've got 17 corpses. People aren't very happy here, really. State of health is terrible. The contamination level is pretty high. And they don't have... Well, they've got protective gear, but they're not well protected at all. There's a lot of contamination that we need to clear out. And that is a shame. But we're also full of scrap, so we can't actually hold any more scrap in here. Do we have a recycler? We do, but nobody's working it right now. So let's just take everyone out of the scrapyard a second. And we can demolish one of them. So that'll start being turned into plastic. What we could also do is just take all of the scrap from there. I mean, it's a bit of a dud settlement at the moment. Nothing's going on there. So we can't really advance much. Right, we've gotten to night time, and we still have, you know, we've built the solar panel. So hopefully that connects this up. That goes in. What do we need here? We're just waiting for builders. Okay, that's fine. So that'll all be hooked up. And the power issues over here are now solved. Everything hooked up. Has this been built yet? Currently being built. There we go. We are all linked up with power. And Zone 2 is now fully equipped with power throughout. Perfect. Right, we've got damaged buildings here. The rain collector, which is now being repaired. That doesn't need anything else. That's fine. No damaged buildings here. Damaged buildings in Medici. The statue, which needs copper. Got no damaged buildings there. Nothing there. And nothing there. So we're going to put some copper into a buggy and we're going to transfer that over. Right. So we were building wells a very long time ago. We're not going to build anything in Wildlands. Last Refuge is, it has recovered. We have kind of made things a little bit better for them now, which is great. And the same over here in Mifflin. Mifflin is looking really sharp, actually. So we are going to build an upgraded well here. I think it should probably go near the town centre, really. So once that's built, we can put in a well keeper. Done. Over in Medici, we could probably put a well in if we've got space. There's a little bit of space there. And also here. Oh, fits in perfectly. So that's one there. I mean, we've got plenty of water, so, you know, these don't really need to be put in, but I'm doing it for the sake of the achievement more than anything. That's done. So that was 3. I think one more should do it. Why not put one in the iron wall? Right there. We get 2 well keepers in. And there's some damage here to the rain collector. Waiting for master builders, even though we have one. Let's prioritize that. See if that gets sorted. Might well be that not going to happen. Can't see anyone going there. We've got 12 available workers. Bricks. Have we got enough bricks? Is it not showing up? We've definitely got bricks. We've also got wood. We've got scrap and we've got plastic. Yet it isn't working. Let's just demolish it. And then we'll just rebuild it. I don't know why that has done that. Quite concerning. Might well be that we've expanded so much that the game is starting to forget how it works. I don't know, but that's done. We'll just build it anew. Fine. All good. The upgraded well is almost complete. And hopefully this will be another one finished. We've still got a massive convoy over there, not really doing anything. Now, we can bring power to Zone 3 next, I think. That's probably the best thing for us to do. We've got plenty of electricity being stored there, which is good. Same again over here in Riverview. And Diamond City is all good on power as well. And down here, we're losing a little bit of power there, but we get enough from all of our other settlements. They're generating their own. Over here, we are at a deficit, but again, I'm not quite sure why that is. We don't seem to... Let's, just for safety, I'm going to put another wind turbine in. Right there. Okay, now, down to not Wildlands. We'll leave that place for now. It's not having a nice time of it. So we have low health here. And that is largely due to a massive combination of things, but they do not have medical care. We have a look. Let's get rid of iron and have a look here. So they don't have anybody working in the pharmacy, so that hasn't helped. But now we do. So that should start to solve some of the medical issues. Radioactive contamination. The soil is not contaminated. That's good. Now we can start building or at least getting power sorted here. So we're going to go back up here. We need to stock the Pioneer with copper cables and iron. We've got plenty of iron in here. And there's also a bit of lead and some iron tools. So we're going to drive down to Diamond City and pick up the copper cables that we need. I'm also going to fill up this Titan here with copper cables as well. So the Titan can take on a load of copper cables, and they also needed iron. iron is something they don't really have, which is a shame. So what we'll do is we'll fill up the Titan with cannabis. Then we will go up to see our friend Rusty Rolf. We'll trade that. We'll get iron off him. Then we know that we can use the Titan to restock our vehicle. Now we need a connector. So looking here, we've got the connector that we can put in. We're going to place it right there. Yeah, that works. Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't like that. So we'll just stick it there. We then need to build the, I think it's the relay station. We do need to be very careful with our placement here. Doesn't quite fit where I want it to go. We'll just place it there. Now we are missing transformers, copper cables, iron, transformer, and copper cable. So coming over here, we can load up the copper cables we need from here. And then we will head down to the biogas plant. Okay, good. Right, over here, we've just made it to the trading post, so we'll trade all of this stuff in. And we'll buy iron from our good friend Rusty Rolf. Done. Then we'll bring the Titan all the way over to here to trade that. Okay, we've got a buggy here, so that's going to be useful. We can dump whatever we can here. We might as well just destroy the leftover scrap. And over here, we are going to need some more copper cable. So we'll just load up, and then we will head down to Mifflin. Then over here, I think we have another buggy. We'll load that up with drugs. We'll go to see Rolf, and we need to buy some more iron. And here comes Lizzie again. He's going for Newtown this time. But as always, we'll be ready for it. We've got this army of buggies, which are going to go all the way back up to north. And they're going to protect our land. Now, this comes from the clay pit. We don't actually need it right now. We do have some iron there as well. So I'll just load that up. Then we'll send this buggy down to Mifflin as well. Okay, so we need transformers and we need cable. We've got iron there. We just need some more transformers, I think. I'm going to grab one of these buggies as it comes past. And we're going to go up to Diamond City and grab some transformers. I think we should have plenty of them now because we are producing them here. So that's good. We'll take 50. We'll take the stack. All of this is useful because what we can do is we can have a surplus of goods in each settlement. And my actual aim moving forward as we finish this series is to... Ooh, we better be careful there. Not targeting vehicles though, so that's fine. Easy. Nice. So again, looting the wrecks, getting more weaponry. All of this can be sold, so we can trade all of it for decontamination kits, which is really good. I mean, it takes a while because if I'm just using the buggies for trade, they can't fit much in. So that's something to be aware of. But the amount of stuff we've got here is insane. But we do need to build some Titans. So if we build a few more Titans, I think we'll be in a really good position. So I'm just going to move away because these vehicles don't do any damage and we just need to wait for them all to be destroyed. Then we're going to actually look to build some Titans. So before we do that, let's come back over here. Let's build 4 Titans. We already have 1, so we'll be able to kind of make adjustments there. That's the transformers put in place and more iron. Okay, so we can now build these 2. What are we missing now? Cables. Right, okay, let's go get some more copper cables. But our pioneer has arrived, so we can build from here, going out. What are we missing? Scrap. Ah, damn it. We've got loads of scrap here, though, so let's go over there. How are we looking here in Wildlands? Still have 17 corpses on the road. Do I even have a graveyard here? I don't. That's probably why they're not happy. Right, so we'll get the graveyard built, then we will... Oh dear. I really let that settlement go, didn't I? Never mind. Right, we have made it. We are here. I am going to finish this episode. We're going to load in all of this scrap. We're then going to head back out to this. When we come back for our next episode, we will have a nice power network hooked up to Mifflin, and they will be producing power, which will increase the efficiency of the settlement itself. And happy days. Then we just have 2 more settlements left to power, and 2 more settlements really left to develop properly. So I hope you've enjoyed another episode of Endzone 2, and I will see you for the next one. Bye bye.